If you feel like the things that I used to do isn't fun anymore, like I know that there is something bigger for me. Like I feel it in here that you've tried it your way long enough. I need you to be still and listen to God's plan that He has for your life. Each one of us were created for a specific purpose. It's time for us to do what we were created to do and realize the purpose that was placed in each and every one of us. In this video, I'm specifically going to be talking to believers. A believer is someone that feels like they are not here just by coincidence. A believer believes that they were created for a specific purpose. And although you may be watching this video and you may not know what that purpose is right now, there's something inside of you. There's an inner tug that's pulling you and making you want to move and making you really want to discover why you are here. If this is you, then more than likely you're a believer, and this video is specifically for you. I'm going to share with you exactly some key signs and key indicators that will let you know if you are currently being called into your purpose. So the first sign that you will realize if you are being called into your purpose is, one, you will have an uneasy feeling. All of the emotions and key indicators I personally have gone through, so I can share exactly what those key signs and indicators would probably look like for you. The uneasy feeling basically is everything may be going right in your life. You may have checked off all the boxes, right, according to what society says that you should do, right? You may have went to college, graduated, got your degree. You may be working in a good job. You're successful according to what society would say is successful, right? But still, there's something inside of you that is uneasy. You have this unsatisfied feeling. You have a will to do more. Although you may not know exactly what that is, but it's something inside of you that's pulling you to say, I can't stay here. This isn't the end. This isn't how my life, at the end of my life, what it is going to include. When it's all said and done, you feel like there's still more work for you to do outside of what you're currently doing. The second key indicator is you'll have a vision, or you'll have an idea that pops into your head one day, and it's like, okay, I think that is something that I'm really, really interested in. And how you'll know that you've been called or you've been pulled in a certain direction is if you kind of try to write it off. You don't try to think about it anymore because you want to return to what your normal life is, right? Because nothing has gone wrong. So why am I changing? Nothing is bad, but you still have this vision, or you have this idea that keeps popping up in your head, something that you're supposed to be doing. The third key sign that you are being called into your greater purpose is you'll begin to actually self-isolate. You will isolate from the things that were comfortable to you. So now, instead of you participating in activities or anything that just is causing the time going by, but it's not really fulfilling you, so you self-isolate from those things because you are now seeking a higher revelation as to what the purpose is for your life. What is it that you are supposed to be doing? So that's another key indicator as well. If you feel like the things that I used to do isn't fun anymore, like I know that there is something bigger for me. Like I feel it in here that there is absolutely something bigger for me. This is maybe a sign that you are being called into your purpose. The fourth key indicator is you may feel misunderstood. And the reason why you may feel misunderstood is because you can't clearly articulate to family or close friends exactly what has been placed inside of you, because it hasn't come to pass yet, right? So it's you trying to articulate your feelings, what's in your head in a way that they understand it. And I'm here to tell you, starting out when you are first called to the greater calling on your life, people are not going to understand it at all. It's a personal relationship, right? So God himself being our creator, he's created us for a specific purpose, right? Not our family, not our friends or anything else. So once we get one-on-one with him and he's telling us, or he's putting in us, tugging us that, hey, this is something that I need you to do. This is something I need you to be doing. No one else can validate that. No one else can confirm what that true purpose is. You just have to begin working on it, what was placed inside of you. And then as you begin to work, as you begin to put the pieces together, as people around you begin to see how you change, right? Not only inwardly, but outwardly expression, to see how you change and those things that you're working on to become a better person, those things that you're working on to really live in your purpose, really go after that calling, right? Really go after that thing that was placed inside of you. Then people will kind of catch on, right? But I'll tell you at the beginning, you will feel misunderstood, but don't let that be a determining factor of you saying, hey, I don't want to go after my purpose because people won't understand. That is a key indicator. It's okay. People don't have to understand at the very beginning of you feeling that tug, right? If you are experiencing one, you don't have to experience all four. If you're experiencing one or all four of those indicators, that is confirmation that more than likely you are being called into your true purpose. You have a calling. Each one of us have a calling, but each one of us, I feel, are called to transition into our purpose at a different moment in time. God has to know that you're ready, right? God has to know that you are ready for what that transformational process will be like, because the person you are today is not the person that can handle where you're going, right? So before God puts that tug in you, he has to know and has to realize that, hey, one, you're going to listen, right? So this is why I titled this video, Be Still and Listen, because at the onset of you feeling that tug, you're going to be confused. You're going to be misunderstood. You're going to second guess yourself. But in those moments, what you need to do, you need to be still and listen. Listen for specific directions from God himself. Y'all, you're going to make mistakes. That's what's going to happen. You're going to make mistakes because there are going to be times where you feel like, okay, I've started out on this journey. Okay, God, I don't hear from you anymore. What is the next step? Sometimes God does not answer when we want him to answer. He allows us and gives us the ability of choice, right? To choose those things that we think are best. But still, he gives us corrective action in it, right? He knows we're going to make mistakes. He knows we may get off of the plan, but we can always, absolutely always turn back to him to receive direction, and he's there to guide you along the way. I can definitely attest to the fact of when I personally went after my purpose, what I thought was my purpose, and looking back, it all wasn't planned, right? So I thought my purpose was to help people just specifically with investing, right? Beginners with investing, because that is what my corporate job background was. I thought that was my purpose, just help people begin investing. But no, that was the start of it. But within that personal transformation process, God revealed that it's something greater, it's something deeper, that there's a world out there. There's millions of people that are like me that had that calling, but they didn't have somebody saying, hey, you need to do what you were created to do. There's a purpose inside of each one of us. Like it was placed inside of you. And in order to reach that ultimate level of happiness and to leave your mark on the world, you have to discover what your true purpose is. If you made it this far in the video, I would encourage you today, if you're uncertain or if you have been having one of those key signs and indicators, if that's been happening within your life, take some time today to be still and listen and sincerely ask God, what is it that you have for my life and what is it that you have for me to do? If you enjoy this video, I would encourage you to give it a thumbs up as well. Drop a comment as well. Let me know that this video did resonate with you. I would absolutely also appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the Terry Tribe. We're catching a major vibe, y'all, because we'll be coming back with another video. Let's go.